Welcome to the series of debugging using Pycharm. If you haven't seen the previous videos, it is a good time to watch the playlist. So I am creating this document which I am adding in the full description. From that you will find the previous videos. So stay tuned and watch the previous videos. So in the previous videos we discussed about how to do step into my code. We discussed about step over, step into, step out. This video will be interesting, which covers the core concept of set values as well as resume program. We can also discuss about creating the watch, but I would prefer to discuss the two things. One is the set values and the resume program, which are integral part of debugging. So if you see this, so there are some videos which are linked here. Video 1, video 2 and video 3 will be step in and step out. So these videos would be linked into this particular description, and if you go here and you go to the channel 2 and you see the playlist, and these are the playlists that I have added so that you can always watch the videos in the series, because it's very important that we move step by step. Now from the previous videos we completely understand where I should use step into my code, where I use step over, where I need to use step in and step out. Now it is a time to discuss where to use resume program and set values. See, resume program is very important if you want to make your debugging fast. If you understand and if you have the right vision that some section of the code is written actually right and I need to debug the another section of a code, so you can have the different breakpoints, and resume program will run all the codes between the breakpoint without going into it. It means if you have the first breakpoint between the A and the B, if the code between the A and B is absolutely right, when you click on resume program, the execution point will go directly from A to the point B and will give you the result of between the code in a quick succession. It means you don't need to go line by line. So this is very important when you're writing a large number of lines and you think that okay, this is the part I need to optimize, this is the part I need to debug, I need to find the errors, because the ultimate of the debugging is to help you understand someone's written code, or help you to understand your code flow, or helps to understand what things could I improve to make my code in a more functional way. So it is a very vital step during the A/B testing and some other criterions. Now, if we have discussed this theory, it is important to implement it practically so that one can get some hands-on knowledge of resume program. After that, we will discuss about the set values. Why do we need it? What is the important factor of that? So all these things will be discussed. Let's move to the practical session. Wow. So for example, this is any dummy code. Don't go to the emotions of the code. It is written, something come to my mind, I have written. The most important crux of this particular video is to understand resume program and set values. Now assume that I have this checkpoint, and when I say checkpoint, I'm not playing chess, I am saying the breakpoint. I click on here, that is, hey, debug my code. Now, for example, I think that, okay, this 2 line 4, 5, 6, 7 is absolutely right, and I need to directly jump into D, and I know that the value of C will come exactly right. So again, try to see that. So it runs all the code between breakpoints. So it runs all the code between the breakpoints. So if I click on here, that is a resume program, you will see that from A, we don't go line by line. It's not the functionality of a step over or step into my code. The value of a B is executed automatically. The value of a C is 48. You can see that if you try it with step into my code or step over, it will go through this loop. It will run it 6 times, every time 8, 8, 8. So 6 into 8 is equal to 48 if my mathematics is right, and this is the value of a C that we can get it. And the good thing is that this also means that you can do the debugging while running the code. Let us say that I put a new breakpoint, and when I click on here, yes, the flow, the execution of the code will go to the line number 11, which says the value of e is equal to 56. Now what you can do is that, so you can have a blend of resume program and set values. What does this set values means? Sometimes you need to debug the code based on the different conditions, and the conditions has to change. So if I want to dynamically change the value, I can make it any value, for example 67. Now what would be the output of that? D plus C, 48 plus 67. If my mathematics is not good, let me take the calculator. 48 plus 67, which is equal to 115. So when you click on this, you will get the answer as 115. Why? Because we have modified the value of a D, and it's completely written here that set the value of any variable when it is executed. So once we execute any variable or any of the whatever we can say that data, then we can have it set the values. But again, the condition will depend upon what type of application you would like to show it. If you want to debug a particular section of a condition that you apply, you can also set the different values so that you can validate that whether my code is following all the conditions that I have set it. In that way, the set value plays a very important role. So in the coming series, we are going to discuss about the watch list and some other concepts which would remain. But in general, we discussed in these 4 videos, we discussed about when we need to use step into my code, when step over will play into role, where step in and step out comes into the role, and now where we can use the resume program, as well as where we can have the application of step or set values. So when you have the blend of these all combinations, you can try out, you can do some experiments. And the good thing is that for all the videos, I am linking this documentation as well as the link to open source GitHub code which I am using it. Though these codes are like a childish one, but the important concern for me is to give you all the resources so you can practice while you are hearing or while you are watching the videos. I hope you enjoyed something. I would really appreciate comments and would like to resolve it if you are putting it. Thank you. Have a great day.